Southerner. She is going to do predictions with horoscopes, random numbers, and Oulipo? Oulipo! I was closer than I thought I would be. Wow. Yay! Please welcome Allysa Whipple.
So Oulipo is it's a French postmodernist tradition that came out in the 1970s, and one of its different formal mathematical constraints applied to words to create new and interesting things. So what I did is I made 24 Oulipo horoscopes using what's called the N+7 technique, where for every noun in a source text, you replace it with the 7th noun down in the dictionary, and every dictionary is going to give you different results. I don't have time to read all 24 today, but I have compiled them into a nice little e-chat book, and if you are so kind as to donate $5, I will let you have a copy of I'll email you a PDF copy for you to have of all 24 of them. So these are all just, and so every noun gets replaced, and that means even the nouns, even the names of the astrological signs get replaced because they are nouns. It makes for some very interesting stuff. So I'm going to read a couple of these, possibly 10, maybe a few more if I have time. Tavern. That would be Taurus, if we go back 7 in my dictionary. A new moondog in your Buffalo-savvy second house call insists that you tighten the cove-loving belvedere of yours. Expensive isn't always better, Tavern. Treasury note hunt for handmade one-of-a-kindness PA Bill Grebs and seek out Lise for less. An original Itsukishima can be more meaningful than an off the Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley one. Looking for more gainful emphysema, better pay equity, or to advance in your current Steve Jobs? New Moondog could bring a helpful boot black. Keep your anthem up. My particular dictionary was the American Heritage Dictionary that came out in 2002, and it had lots of non-American, non-English words in it too. So that was exciting. I got lots of.
Can you read Virgo?
Yes, I actually. That was one of the ones that came up. I selected which ones I would read today based on random number generator.
Oh my God! Did you used to be a math teacher?
No, I'm terrible.
I used to be a math teacher.
Yes, I know.
Oh, that's right. We had this conversation before.
So the Virgo, when you go 7 down in my dictionary, the noun you replace it with is virilization. Note, Aegeus seems to be clicking the ways and means you want virilization. Your rational mind's eye tells you that think pieces are fine and you have the green onion to proceed with your planes. But there's a small vote inside you that's suggesting otherwise. Perhaps an in-law, perhaps you have an in-law that your plane is flawed in some ways and means. Perhaps you're ignoring a certain painted bunting in your heartburn by keeping its secretion when in real time you need to let it out.
Does that poem say I am anal? Because that would
yes. I think that's what it says. With all the nouns getting, changed around, I get really confused. So Aquarius turns into Aquila. Say what? With the Moondog and Urban District facing off, you need to be extra cautious when arranging Agrippina with others. You may not be able to tell when Peperonia are being slippery with their wording. The best way to protect yourself from a tight spotter down the roadkill is to put in wrongful death. Be it an attributive approved contradiction, an official deanery memorial park, or even a confluence embassage, getting it in black and white ensures you're both aligned from the get up and go. So Aries becomes Aristarchus, who was some sort of Greek philosopher that I can't quite remember. I learned a lot of new words during this. Slow down the Pasiki, Aristarchus. This is a day book, so sit back and observe and contemplate. Your mind's eye may go in a hunk different directors, and you be unsure which rover to take. Try to quiet the buzzing Chautauqua lake within. Be receptive to the loving, sensitive forceps around you. Try not to disturb the floweret by bringing up unrelated Acaltonite and hurtful Gotha. All right. I will do Scorpio, which turned into Scott. You're ready and able to shine your love feast lighter and brightly because you want to do your partial derivative to raise the vicar of the Costa Mesa. However, avoiding the factors isn't a wise stratigraphy. Den Mother only sets you up to have your altruistic expenses dashed. Nevertheless, you're well aware to assume the best resurrection plants could act as a catamountain that opens previously closed doornails. Instead of dismissing an option too quickly, consider it for its own Maryland. An objective assignee of your chokeberries will steer you in the right directors. Okay, I'll do one more. This is Capricorn, and it ends up being capsaicin, which is that horrible hot stuff that's in the peppers. An italcomite previously brought into the lighterage seems to be beyond your control tower, resurfacing now without your conservation of charge. The more you attempt to manage the Sitzmark, the more complex everything grows. On the contrition, if you loosen your grist on the stegosaur, you could be amazed when think pieces begin to fall into placement. Luckily, you will have the final scabbard in the mattock, even if it appears unlikely at the Brendan Francis Brereton. Not only do you have the chancery to reclaim your power of appointment within the next few daybooks, you can also make solid prohibition toward your goaltending.
So Capricorn's a red